Hello, I'm JD King. I wrote a book with Pastor Steve Gray. It's called Mighty Like Gideon, Revived and Battle Ready at Your River of Testing. This is an incredible project we spent the last 12 months working on quite a bit. And I just wanted to take a minute to tell you about one of my chapters. I mean, this is my favorite one. I mean, Pastor Steve's wrote some incredible ones, but I wrote one called Sound from Heaven. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes over the years when I've been in revival meetings or even going back to some experiences I had when I visited Brownsville, you can hear these sounds of God moving. You know, this activity, this sound of people crying out. I mean, it's kind of hard to describe, but there's these moments when God comes down in powerful ways, and it begins to just, change the very atmosphere of rooms. And sometimes you can hear it in the groans of people. You can hear it in their cries. And so, Gideon, in the middle of his life, and this, as we're talking about in this book, there's sounds going forth. There's shofars being blasted. There's cries of the people. And there's something about when God begins to move, when heaven comes close to earth, there's a sound that begins to arise. People begin to hear. People begin to cry out. Things begin to happen. And so I wrote about this in the book, chapter 9. It's called Sound from Heaven. And one of the editors who read the book and was working with us, she said, I've never really heard anybody write about the sound of God moving. I thought, that's a shame, because that's such an incredible thing. If you've ever been in these powerful meetings, whether it be in the worship or the prayer, there's sounds that begin to go forth. There's things we hear. There's things that arise. And I love that. Over the years, I've heard Pastor Steve Gray preach, and there's a certain resonance, a sound that comes from his voice when he begins to really preach and speak to the deeper things of God. And so this book has so many wonderful little stories and applications and elements I don't believe that people have commonly find in books. So I want to encourage you to take a look at mightylikegideon.com. Order a copy, read it, be inspired, be challenged, rise up in who God's calling you to be. It's time for all of us to become like Gideon, to rise into our destiny and become the mighty people of God. You can find out more about this on our landing page, mightylikegideon.com. Give us your email, and we'll actually give you some free downloads and things that will really impact your life. Check this book out. Let your life be changed.